This is a video about how to replace your slide lock spring on your Glock. This is a Glock Model 22, and let's go ahead and get started. First things first, finger off the trigger, make sure it's not loaded, nothing in the magazine well. Physically and visually check the chamber, nothing in there. You can see nothing's in there. Okay, go ahead and let your slide forward, point it in a safe direction, let your firing pin go. Alright, so if you have a broken slide lock spring, you're not going to have to, probably not going to have to pull down on this, but mine's not broken, but I'll show you how to remove it. So slide is off, we'll go ahead and put that to the side, since we are going to be working with the frame, which is where the slide lock and the slide lock spring are located. So let's go ahead and get started. Now you can see in here you have your actual slide lock, this metal piece right here, and your slide lock spring right along there. Go ahead and set the camera down, and I'll go ahead and show you how to remove it using a slim Allen wrench. Not sure what size this is, but dang, it's slim. I'd say a 1/16 of an inch or smaller would be ideal. So in order to just remove it, you're going to push down on your slide lock spring using the Allen wrench, and you're going to manipulate your slide lock out of the frame. And if you hold this down, you'll be able to wiggle your slide lock out of there, which mine just kind of fell out. You see there is a little notch cut in it right here. There's a little notch. That's where your slide lock spring pushes on it. So now that you have that out, you see the slide lock spring still in there. You kind of stick that Allen wrench in the hole in the side right here. Just kind of get under it and just pry up a little bit. Just kind of move it a little bit. And then you can get at it from the back, and it just pops right out. Just make sure it doesn't fly onto your carpet and you lose track of it. But here's our slide lock spring. This is the part that goes into the frame, and this is the part that actually pushes on the slide lock. And it would be just like this inside of the frame, just like that. Now, if it's broken, you might only have that much to work with. Well, while it's in the frame, just try to work under it with with your Glock tool, or with the very small screwdriver, Allen wrench, and just pry up on it. Just pry up gently. Well, it's broken, so actually it doesn't really matter. And then just maybe try to just get at it with a pair of needle-nose pliers. And then once you have your new one, it just sets right back down. You'll actually see inside this slot where it goes, at the very front of it, you'll see a little slit in there. That's where the end of the slide lock spring goes. Just kind of set it in there, and just kind of work it in there with your finger. Once it catches and it starts going down into its slot, push it all the way down with your Allen wrench or Glock tool or whatever you're using. And then in order to get your slide lock back in, let me do this from the bottom because it'll be easier. You just put it in one side and then push down on the spring in order to get it under your slide lock, and then slide it back in, let go of the spring, make sure it's nice and centered, and there we go. Functional slide lock. And we can go ahead and we can put the frame back on. Actually meant to say slide, sorry. And we can see that obviously it now functions. Once again, check it, make sure it is not loaded, both visually and physically. And we are good to go.